or it will be on your way. We have shipped out your kids. All you will be needing is a scoreboard and a paper trimmer. One second. Scorer lena. I'll just missed my scorer. 1 second. I'm just waiting few people can join us and I can just say hi, hello. It's afternoon in the India. This video you can watch it after, like, until 6 months. Apart from that, we will be creating a this link also, where I will be sharing you in your personal messenger, where you can just watch anytime. So with the kit, you will be receiving this kit with the measurement page. This page has a measurement mentioned here. You just have to follow the measurements and you have to create this one. So I'll be just doing this. Just give me 5 minutes. Like, I'm just waiting for my scorer. So by the time, I'll just give you a look of the paper. Okay. This is the album. This is the tiny album scoring measurement. This is the cutting measurements, and this is the box. The outer box measurements are given. So you just have to score as it's given. So let's start with the tiny album first. I'm taking one full sheet. Here I will need just, this is going to be my 12 by 12 inch with the total. So all I'm taking is, I'm trimming my paper to the 12 by 12 inch. Just a minute. Exactly 12 inch. I will trim, and I'll keep this paper because I will need it for my pockets. Once I'm done, here also I will do the 12 inch. Even this tiny strip will be needed. So as per our measurements, we have to score at 3 inch. Every 3 inch we have to score. So all I'm doing is, I'm using a Martha Stewart scoreboard. 3 inch here, then again 3 inch. That's going to be my 6 inch. Then again 3 inch. And then last again total 3 inch, that is 12 inch. So 4 times you have to score 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4 boxes of 3 inch you have to make. 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes we did. Now I will score this way. Again 3 inch, 3 inch and 3 inch. So I'm done. My page 1 job is done. Now I will turn the page. Here the dotted lines are for the cutting. So we will be cutting okay, so this dotted lines are for cutting. So in the first one here, we don't have to cut this portion. ऊपर रखें साथे बता, move नहीं कर कैमरा आटलो. This is the line and this is the line we are not supposed to cut, but rest of the dots from here we will cut this line till here. Now about this one, we have to keep this last box intact and we will be cutting the upper line, and here again we will be not cutting the upper line and we will cutting the bottom line. So I'll just start the cutting. Even we can trim this thing in a trimmer, but just to show you, I'm just cutting with a scissor. Okay. Now I don't want to cut this. I have to cut only upper lines as per my measurements. This is little tricky, but it's amazing style of making a mini album just from the one paper. Then again I will cut from the bottom. If you have any query, you can just comment in here. I will reply you after the video. Okay. So this is how my cutting has been done. Like from here I've cut it from bottom to top, but I've not cut the first box. Here I've cut from the top to bottom, but I've not cut the last box. And here I've cut it again bottom to top, but I have not cut my first box. So this is how you have to create this thing. Now we will be doing a folding portion of the album. Just be carefully watch this. First I'm doing is up and I'm scoring it well. Then I'm doing it down this way. Kind of a flip-flop I'm doing. Then I'm scoring it. Again I'm coming up and I'm scoring. Now here you have to be careful. You have to go back like this and score it. Now again I'm coming down and scoring, back, scoring, coming down, scoring. Now here again I will go at the fold. You have, like, you know, the L turn, you have to go back and then up, then down, then again up. Now again the fold came, I'm going it back and this way, flip flop you have to do. So once you do that, this is the four sides of the album, where at one side you will get all these folds once. That is going to be a locking or a binding. This way we will hold this, and this is going to be opening. So what is going, this is my page 1, this is going to be my page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, 7, 8, and this is the 9th page. So now we have to secure these pages by gluing. I'll just guide you how we can do. I always prefer a tacky paper glue, that's easy. Now this is page 2. Page 2 is open from here. So what I will be doing is page 2, wherever is open, I will put the glue. It's quite freezing. One second. Just secure the corners nicely with the glue and paste it nicely. So again it goes like page 1 is done, page 2 is stuck already nicely. So now about page 3. Page 3 is open from here. So we will stick this thing here. Nicely I'm putting the pressure. So this is page 1. this. My page 2 is sealed. Sorry, page 3 is sealed. Now this is about page 4. Page 4 is again open from here. So what I will be doing, I'll put my glue here. And 4. Now about the page 5. To press it nicely all sides. Okay, this is going to be my page 6, I guess. Yeah. The sticking portion is important, but you don't have to stick the pages to each other. Make sure your pages are nicely opened. This way my pages are getting open nicely. Now it's about the 7th one. It's about 8th one. That's the last. 9th is single page, so we don't have to stick. Even before trying on your final page, you can try this thing with one of your cardstock. It's like 12, take a 12 by 12 cardstock, a rough, and you can just try and practice this before you do it on your final. So now my page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. My 9 pages are done nicely, and look, my album looks like this. So album is almost done. A lot of course pages and everything is pending. Let's come back to the another construction, that is the box of the album, where we're gonna store this. When you gift someone this tiny album, and if you will gift it in a nice matching handmade box, that will give you a more nice beautiful look. So I'm just taking another paper. Okay. This is again 12 by 18 paper what I've taken. You have to score from both the sides, and it's going to be the same scoring. I'll just keep an album in the side. So now this is going, first I have to read this measurement. It's 0.75, that's 3/4 inches. So in my scoreboard this comes here, the 3/4 inch. You can take 0.75 inch or 3/4 inch. Then it's going to be 1.5 inch total. So I have to count ½ inch and then 1 inch. So that comes to 2.25. That's like total I have to take 1.5 inch. Now I have to take I'll just shifting my some paper because it's going to be confusion. I need 3.5 inches here. This way it's going to be 3.5 inch. It's a square box, so we have written measurement only at the ones but not at the both. It's a square one, so I've just written the measurement on the like this way vertical, not the horizontal, but this is also going to be 3.5 inches. So this is 3.5 inches total I've taken. Then again I have to take 1.5 inch. And then after 1.5 inch, I will need, this is 0.75 inch, 0.75 inch. Okay, so this is the why one side measurement is done. I will trim this area so it goes easy for me to work. I will need this paper. After trimming, I will just work with this side. Again 0.75 inches. And then 1.5 inch. Then 3.5 inch. For easy counting, I shifted little my paper. And then 1.5 inch. And then 0.75, that's 3/4 inch. So I've just done. And here also this is an extra which I will trim. I will take my small trimmer. And the trimming. Now with the scissor, I will give the cutting as per my diagram. So you got, I just did some mistake in the measurements. I'm so sorry for this. I'll just do the fresh page. I'm so sorry about this. Yep, I'll do it here. I just I just created a box. I'm so sorry. Let's do it again. 0.75. 1 second. I have to take a fresh page only. I'll be taking the fresh page, no worries. Okay. 0.75. I missed this one. So I will take this and then point. I'm just going a little fast. The same measurement. It's 1.5 inch. And then it's going to be at the 6 inch. I shifted a little bit. 3.5 inch and then 1.5 inch here. Now again I have to take 3.5 inch. So half, and this is going to be at 11. Again I've taken 3.5 inch and then here I'm taking, lastly I'm taking some half inch here. Okay. So this is 0.75, 1.5 inch, 3.5 inch, 1.5 inch, 3.5 inch and then half inch at the last. So I've just taken that. Now this way it's going to be the same. 0.75 and then 1.5 inch. Then 3.5 inch, then 1.5 inch and then 0.75 inch. I hope these measurements are clear. Now I will trim my paper. Once I'm done, I will just trim as this diagram. Here I will need a half inch. So what I will be doing is I will take my scorer and I will only score till this half inch. Okay. This half inch, that's it. At the bottom. Now I will trim off the extra areas. just giving a cuts like a diagram has. To form a box, I'm cutting as per the diagram. Here at this one, I'm just giving a little slant cuts because it's going to be folded inside, so that will be easy for us when we do that. I'm just giving a little slant cut. I'm just cutting these areas. Alright. Just remove this excess part. So this looks like this diagram. Hope it's visible. This is like exactly like what our diagram looks like. I've just done the measurement and scoring. And then this is the formation we will get. I'll just see you in 30 minutes again with the construction of the box and the paperwork. Take a scissor in your right hand, and this is the way we cut. Like, always move your paper, not your scissor, while cutting. So that goes easy, and it will not, even your hands will not pain. And when you're cutting, try and use a fine tip scissor. I prefer Tim Holt scissor, that is my favorite one. So here you just noticed that I'm moving my paper, not my hand or not my scissor, like just with the one cut. And I'm taking a support on my hands of a table, because that will give me easy cutting and long time I can cut for a more. And I'm just keeping a minute, say about a 1 mm white edge, which is just going to be okay. This is how we will cut all our flowers, and we will keep it ready, because this we will need for the decorations. I hope it's visible. So this is how you have to cut the flower, and with the flower you have to cut the these things, like in a box shape. These all we will need, even this right up in a nice cutout. Cut this butterflies, even these things. Just keep this cutting ready, so we can just go further. Let's go move ahead. This I'll just give it to my assistant to cut. Alright, so now this is about the paper. Paper we will be taking one by one. Let's come to this thing. This we have kept ready. So now we will be doing the folding and sticking portion inside first. I will just use my paper glue. On this 0.75 inch, I'm just putting the glue this way and I'm going to fold it. Here and just press it nicely with this way. Again, I will just do this thing here. All the folding work we will do out first. I'll put my glue. Oops, okay. And press it nicely. We'll do all three sides. And this is the another three sides we will be folding. This is going to be our lid. This takes some time to dry as its paper is quite thick. It's about 230 GSM. So now need to once I'm done for the sticking of the inside this fold, I will just crease it once. I'm just giving the creasing portion. Alright, once my creasing done, my box is going to be formatted like this. I will stick this hinges outside because I really want this edge to be rounded. If I'm sticking this going to be inside, you will be able to see this cut. So I don't want this cut to be there. So I will just stick this thing outside, and then outside it will get covered with the pattern paper. So this before we stick the box or we format the box, all I will be doing is this is going to be my box. So all I will be doing, I will just stick inside the papers. For the inside, this four sides, I have used my this green paper because everything is going to be blue and green. So let's cut this like thin. Now this was my 1.5 inch. This was my 1.5 inch into 3.5 inch. This was height was my 3.5 inch and this was my 1.5 inch. So I will cut my paper say little smaller, just say about 1 mm smaller than this. I'll just cut and show you. I have cut the strip. This is about 1.5 inch. Now I will, in my small trimmer, I will show you 3.5 inch. Less than that, a little small than what it is, a very little less than, I hope it's visible. This is just 3.5 inch in my score trimmer. I'm taking very little smaller than this one, and we will stick this thing here. If you feel that you need to trim, you can trim it, but I think it's going to be perfect. So the similar piece I will need 4. So again I'm taking okay, 3 piece I got from the one strip. Another 3 I will just cut again the paper. This is the 4th one. Alright, so we'll put the glue on this 4 strips. As you have taken randomly a very minor smaller piece, and I will stick it here on 4 sides. And I'm just putting my glue around. And you have to keep this, you have to stick it in such a way that from all 4 sides this paper is visible. Now again at this side. Okay, now I will cut the center piece. This was my 3.5 inch into 3.5 inch. This was my 3.5 inch into 3.5 inch. So I will take like say about a little smaller than that. So this is the 3.5 inch into little smaller than that, and I've taken one piece. Okay. Put my glue. Now let's stick this way. So this is like inner portion of my box is going to be ready. Now out here, I'm going to even use my cover also. So here I'll cut something from my cover. Say about this piece. Alright, so this I'm taking a little blue sheets here now, and I will just cover it like this. Just taking this all around. Now I will construct my box because I'm done the sticking work. So while constructing, what I will be doing, I'll put the glue here. Now just hold this and fold it. Okay, I have it just visible. So once it's done, and here again I will put the same. Close this thing and I'll hold it for a while. This I'm doing it outside folding because I really want this edge finishing to be there. Okay. And this is my 2-inch. Here I will be taking not 2-inch exactly. Yep, I'll take a 2-inch here. So this is the way it's going to be here, like 2-inch height, and this is the exactly size of my printed paper on this 2-inch. Just a minute. I'll just get with my small scoreboard. Just a minute. I'm so sorry for the interruption. Okay, I'm just not able to find my right now. So now I will just show you here itself. Here at the 2-inch, I will just score it 1/4 inch. Or you can score even 1/2 inch, it's fine. Just done the 1/2 inch scoring and I made this flap. And I will stick this thing here. But before doing, I will just keep this inside and I'll chop it. I wanted this to be correct parallel to this thing. So now before I stick this portion, I will corner this thing as well as, but here I'll use my small corner chomper. Now I'm using my pattern paper here. For this we have, like, these small 4 prints we have given, like in your kit. So you can use the smaller prints for your pockets. That looks more cute and it will pop out very well. First I've cut it into the 4 parts this way, and now I will use, this was my 1.5 inch. So I will take something which is less than 1.5 inch. When you're using a script, you have to make sure the script is readable. And that was my 1/4 less than 3 inch. piece. So cut it the 2 pieces for this one. I'll check. You have to make sure the script is readable. Alright, before I stick, I will just corner chomp this also. Here I had done R10. Okay. And now I will use my oxide again, the ink, and I will just do this thing. This way. Before I stick, I'm going to put my magnets. I have one trick of placing the magnet that I'll just share with you. So before that, I'll just finish this portion as well as. Even to this I will distress. First I'll stick the inner page paper with the glue and I will stick like this. Alright. So now I will be placing this paper like this here, but here I have to stick my magnet. So now for that I will need this belt to be done, like on this I will be preparing my belt, but first I will put my glue and I will stick my paper on. This pocket length you can just alter as per your requirement. If you have some nice photos to be pasted, you can just alter this till here also. It's up to you again. So I've just done this one ready. Now here the strips and the magnet I will be preparing. Okay, this is going to be a little smaller. I will just cut this about 1/2 inch only. Even I had this strip which was a leftover. I will be using it here on this one. Just before that I will go for I will trim my length as I need. I need this belt to be till here. I will fold this. This you can just decide while as per the pocket you have done it. And here I will just stick them. Just at the back side. Alright. Now I'll put my magnet. First magnet I'm going to put here. We have given you the magnets also in the kit. In your packet, we have given you this magnet. I'll just separate this one. Always when you're working with the magnet, I prefer on my scissor, I just keep them on the scissor. And I keep always a separate scissor for a tacky tape. I stick my magnets with the tacky tape. So I've taken this tacky tape. You can use any two-way tape. On this I will stick my I have stick my magnet this way here, and that magnet I will stick it here. This way, and I'll just see if my magnet is reaching to my pocket. Even to the pockets, I will just give some rounding. I'm doing it with my scissor only. I will take another piece of magnet and that I will just leave it on this. I've taken another piece of magnet and just left on this. And now again I will take a piece of tacky tape. A very small piece of tape. I'm putting it on my magnet. And I will remove the paper from tape. Just a minute. My nails are giving me trouble. Okay, sorry, it took a little long to do this. Anyways, then I will stick this. So all I've done is tape it, and I've just done this thing. Now on it, you all have to use your papers as per your like distress. These things, I'm not going to do all the papers here right away with you. Otherwise, we will fall like gonna take a long time to the video. So all I'm doing is I'm just sticking and I'm showing. This we had kept the distressing ready. So I will just put the glue. Okay. Now, even you have to put your paper here also. While putting the paper, you have to peel this tape. But right now, I'm going little ahead with the videos. So now my paper is, everything is ready with the pocket. I will just use my paper glue. And I will stick this. Okay, so this is how I have sticked it. Now at this side, I'm going to be using my paper, but then just the plain paper, no pockets, because too many pockets will clash each other. I will use a piece of paper out here. Less than 3 inch. In my album I had used the 6x6 paper, but right now I've already shipped everything to your kit, so I'm not left with extra. Okay, this has gone very small, so I'll take another paper, no worries. Okay. fits well. So now I will do again a corner chomper. I'll use my corner chomper and I will just do the rounding of the edge the similar way. Okay, here I will just use my again a corner chomper. I'll just trim a bit. Okay, I will just do the rounding with my corner punch. And again I'll use my distress to the edge to give a nice paper effect on this thing. Smudge immediately with your finger. Stick this thing here, put the pressure, stick it nicely. We are done with the second page, sorry. Now I'll go to the third page. This is again I've kept the plain, and here I have put my pockets and this thing photos. So let's do this one first. We'll just cut the paper. I'll cut a few papers and keep ready so we can go a little faster. I'm just cutting the paper. Okay, I've cut this paper here. Here I will check the script, it's going correct. Just jump it. I will distress my paper. I'm just doing distress work. Glue it and make sure, again I'm saying script has to be the straight. When you do this, just do the script reading properly. Once I'm done, I will start with this. We have taken some contrast of green and blue papers. So again, inside paper I'm not going to stick right now. I will just cut this base paper. That's a little smaller than the 3-inch. This paper is perfectly ready. So all I will be doing is chomp it. Here also. Edging it. Edging each and every paper is important because that's the beauty of the album, which is just from your base paper, it's just standing out. If you don't do that, will look very flat and it will not stand out so nicely. So this is what I feel always. And as you're working, I'm sure distress is a must product which every crafter has. Now this was my, like, I will first trim the paper of 3 inch. Okay, I have trimmed this length up to this. Now this was my 1.5 inch. So I will take 2 inch in my scorer. Sorry, not 1.5 inch, it was just the 1 inch. So I'm taking 1.5 inch in my scorer. This I've taken 1.5 inch in my scorer. This one piece I've kept ready here. Another was I will take a 2.5 inch in my trimmer. Sorry, 2.5 inch in my trimmer. This is my 2.5 inch in my trimmer. Okay, just not 2.5. I'm sorry. I'll just take 3 inch in my scorer. Okay, so this is 3 inch, and this is my 1.5 inch. I've taken 3 inch and 1.5 inch, two pieces. I'll write down the measurement on this so it goes easy. 3 inch. The length is as per our paper. On the 3 inch, half inch scoring is already done here. So all I will be doing is I will just fold this thing, and out here also I will do the half inch scoring in my scorer. I just got my small scoreboard. And the half inch scoring. So it's going to be like this on my paper, this way. Alright, so let's stick this on a paper. Before we stick this on a paper, I will be doing some this corner work also. Okay, here I will use some small corner. Out here also I will use this. So I'm done. I will stick this pocket here. I'm not putting any papers right now, the pattern papers here, that you can definitely do it as per your choice. I have just done the green, and here I have done the blue one, so you can just do here, you can have the photograph. So I'm just sticking this thing, and I will just press it nicely. Out here again I can put some glue. This way, match it exactly. This goes on top of it. Here we have used one small flower from that cutting. You can just decorate with, from that critter sheet, you can use the small flower to decorate. Let's come to our album. Now on this you can cut the paper and stick it. I'm not sticking, I'm just keeping it right now this way. Once it's ready, we will stick the paper here. And our page is ready. Here it's going to be paper, both the sides. And this way also both the sides will be paper. Here will be the photograph of the person. Now let's go to another page. It's again a very integrated folds. Like there is a one flap 2 flap and 3 flap. I will just write down the measurements here. I will measure it first. This is my it's about 2 inch. This is 1.5 inch, and this is a 1 inch approx. So it's 2, 1.5 and 1 inch. So I will just write it down. 2 inch. So 2 inch plus we will take half inch because we have to fold this thing inside. Here it's 1.5 inch plus half inch, which is going to be folded inside. This is 1 inch plus half inch. It's going to be folded inside. So this is like, you have got half inch this gap. So I'll just keep this cuttings ready, and I'll just see you few cuttings I'll keep ready, and I'll see you in the next video. So we can go a little faster here. I'll be seeing you in say another 30 minutes. I'll take off my camera.